Well guys, welcome back. So I'm out here at a campsite. I'm at a pretty cool spot. This is a park that I haven't been to in probably 2 years, I'm guessing at least. In fact, the last time I was here, I still had my dog. R.I.P. Taco Cheese. But there's a couple other campers way down there. I know you guys probably can't see them well, otherwise it's fairly empty here. There is another big leg to this campground right now, but it's closed off. But it's getting late, sun's already down, it's cold. I think the low tonight is about 20 degrees-ish. I can't even look on my phone because there's no cell reception here. But I'm gonna go ahead and climb back in the camper here and hang out for the evening. And then tomorrow we're gonna go exploring. This is a really cool park. There's a lot of really cool stuff to see here. And I haven't been here for a while. So as you can see, I've got the camper all set up. Heater is running, cooler. I've got my tablet to watch some movies, some sweatpants to change into, and then I added a piece of Reflectix under my mattress here. It was a piece that I had left over. It only goes down to here, about here. It's not quite as long as the bed, but we'll see if I can feel any difference with that as I'm laying on my my mattress there. But I don't have any firewood, and I'm really just looking to hang out in the truck tonight, kind of enjoy this view as the sun goes down. And then tomorrow morning we are going to get up and go do some exploring. I don't have anything really crazy for dinner tonight. I just picked up like a pre-made sub sandwich from Walmart, and that's really about it, guys. So I'm gonna climb up in here, get changed in my pajamas, sweatpants, or whatever you'd like to call them, and get a movie going because it is cold. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. We'll see what kind of interesting things we can find at this park. All right. Get my gate locked here so I don't get attacked in the middle of the night. That's locked up and good to go. Shoes off. Get these pants off. Well, all right, y'all. Changed. We're gonna get a movie going here. Downloaded a bunch of stuff off Netflix because I knew that I wouldn't have any internet access down here or Wi-Fi or anything like that to be able to watch anything on my phone. So this is what I'm stuck with tonight. I don't know if I can even make a phone call or anything. I do have one bar of 4G, but whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna get a movie going, guys, and then hang out for a little while, watch that. Oop, heater's kicking on. And then I'll see you guys when I get ready to eat, and then we'll see what's going on then. So stay tuned. All right, guys. Well, I watched a couple movies. Oh, there's an Adam Sandler movie on there on Netflix called Hubie Halloween. Must be some new movie, but it wasn't bad. So I picked up this big old sub from Walmart. New York sub, New York deli sub, salami, pastrami, ham, Swiss cheese, pickles, lettuce, and on a white French sub. So I'm gonna go ahead and shove this thing down. Probably not the whole thing because that's actually a fairly large sandwich. Looks pretty good though. It actually came with mayo and mustard. That's pretty nice. So we're going to have quite a bit of stuff to look at in the morning. This is a pretty big park. In fact, I think it might be one of the bigger parks here. I'm going to just cut this in half because I know I'm not going to eat the whole thing. Just stick half of that back in there. That lettuce looks appetizing. Some mayo, ranch, and some mustard. So like I said before I got in the truck, I haven't been to this place in a couple of years. It's a pretty cool spot. And I'm actually down low enough in Nebraska that I'm on the border with the river here, and then right across is Missouri. So I'm like on the southeast tip of Nebraska here. And let's see what this thing tastes like. It's not a bad sandwich. I don't know if this will be any better. Probably right there, maybe. Can you see me now? Maybe. Not a bad sandwich. About what you would expect from a pre-packaged sandwich from Walmart. All right, guys, so I'm going to finish this sandwich up. I'm probably going to watch another movie, and then I'm going to head to bed. So stay tuned. We'll see what kind of stuff we can find in the morning. I'll see you then. Oh, well, good morning, y'all. Oh, I slept in. Even with these windows open, I'm surprised I slept as late as I did. It's already 9:15. Oh, man. The heater's running. It was toasty in here all night. They kept these windows both cracked for some cross ventilation. And, yeah, it was nice. Oh, man. There's absolutely no lights out here, so it's incredibly dark. But I'm gonna get up here in a minute and just make some coffee, and then we'll get to wandering around a bit and checking out the park. I have no idea. My phone won't can't connect to anything, so I don't know how temperature. Oh, last time it got a refresh on the weather app was 3:44 a.m. and it was 19 degrees. See if it'll refresh. Oh, yep. It's 27 degrees out. So it's still pretty cold. I was hoping it would warm up a bit more, but I've got a coat with me, so it's not a big deal. And half of it's going to be just driving around because this place is pretty big. But all right, I guess it's coffee time. Oh. All right, guys, it's time to get out of here. Sun's up. It's probably 11 o'clock. I guess I can look. Yeah, 11 o'clock. Dirty Lens. I've been just hanging out watching a movie. I watched, I guess it was a documentary. I watched the Bill Murray stories on Netflix. That was amazing. I would highly recommend watching that. But I'm gonna go wander around here and we'll take a look at some of the sites, guys. So come along on this adventure. All right, we're gonna take a right. I'm a little ways into the park already where the campground is, but we're gonna take a right here. And I think to start, we're just gonna drive all the way down as far as I can. And then we'll kind of work our way back out. Stop at some of the stuff here, but we'll just take a drive through the park. Stay on this road. I've never gone this far down into the park, actually. In fact, a few years ago when I was here, a lot of this was still kind of under construction. They were redoing some stuff down here, I believe. But I think this will take us all the way down to the river. This is there's a little inlet from the river right here off to my left that looks to be fishable. Maybe I should cast a line out. There are some, oh man, I should have camped down here. I wonder if it's day use only. Looks to be some nice campsites there. Oh, no overnight camping or parking beyond this point. So there's a couple spots right there that I could have parked at last night, I believe. Yep, I believe I see the river in the distance. To be some good fishing areas down here. Yeah, there's the river. Directly off to the left. I had no idea this came so close to the river down here. Plenty of access for fishing. This might be the end of the road down here. And there are the caves, I believe. But we'll turn around here and we'll get out and take a look at things, guys. Camping down here. That's kind of a bummer. This would be a great campsite. Day use only, but there's some grills. just about to get out of the truck and that boat goes rolling by. It was like a cabin boat. Cabin river boat. You don't see many of those. Okay, let's get out and check this out. So we've got the Missouri River right here. There's plenty of access down here. I mean, this is all public, I guess. You can access the banks all over down here. I'm not gonna walk right down there, but there's a trail going off. And here you've got the river. There's like a barge or something up there. And there's another barge down there. Plenty of, looks to be plenty of spots down here that would be great for fishing. I need to come back down here when I've actually got a full day to spend. Had I known that this access was down here, I may have tried to get down here a little bit earlier tomorrow. There's plenty of like timber here and here. There's a little jetty kind of thing coming off there. This would probably hold some catfish. So then right across the road here, I should have got my sunglasses. Right across the road is what this park is actually supposed to be known for. I guess I didn't say it, but it's a big enough park. I am at Indian Cave State Park here in Nebraska. Let me grab some, I've got a little pamphlet of information. Let's see if I can find my sunglasses too. Got 'em. There we go. Do I look better? Huh. There's a random noise up there. So here we have what are known as the caves. And the bummer part is the stairway was all damaged in the flood a few years ago. And it has been 2-something years now and they haven't fixed it yet. As you can see, plenty of people have walked up there. I'm not gonna do that, but it's really, from what my understanding is, there really isn't like a cave that you can walk into. It's just the hill kind of comes over and there are some like petroglyphs up there. We'll read this a little bit. Indian caves dates back several thousand years, created by silt and fine-grained sand deposits in a Pennsylvanian rock channel. The cave walls are etched with petroglyphs or ancient Indian picture writings. Their cultural origin and period in history remain a mystery. They depict forms, shapes, and scenes mostly of elements of nature and wildlife. So, yeah. They kind of closed it off a little bit because people have gone up there and carved stuff into it. I don't know how well you guys can see any of that with the reflection out here. Research of the historic Missouri River channel and its meandering across the floodplain indicate that the river may have been set as far as 1.5 miles from the cave at the time. In the 1800s, I guess. Back at some 1,500 years ago, the cave was no doubt used by nomadic tribes who wandered throughout the region. These people traveled up and down the river, following the game and foraging for seasonal natural crops found in the area. The cave was used only as a temporary shelter or resting place for the days or weeks at a time. No permanent structures were built. Different clans used the same campsite, chosen for the same reasons. Close to a major trail, ample shelter, and spring-fed water supply. All of these needs were met at the cave. So there must be a little water supply up there. It may have dried up by now, but the petroglyphs were likely carved some 1,500 to 1,800 years ago by nomadic people who used the area for temporary shelter as they traveled up and down the river with the seasons. Another theory holds that Indian caves may be the Bison's Lodge from the Pawnee Animal Lodges. The 6 to 9 buffalo shapes incised into walls of the cave support this theory. It sounds like there's a boat coming up right here. Oh, it's that same boat. I want to get a shot of it. It's kind of neat looking. That's a cool boat, guys. It's got twins on it. There's an air conditioner on the top. That's an awesome boat. So yeah, this is the Indian Caves part of this Indian Cave State Park. This is the first time I've actually made it all the way down here and looked at these. And since I've been to this park probably, 3 to 4 times at least, I figured I should come back down here and actually take a look at this spot. So we're gonna hop back in the truck and we are gonna head up and check out some of the other sites. So there's like a ghost town here and a couple of cemeteries. So we're gonna go take a look at that stuff, guys. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we're headed back up out of the park. So the next spot, this ghost town, I guess, is it's past the campsite where I stayed at last night. So we're gonna drive up out of here and we're gonna check that out. It's pretty cool. I've been to that before. So we'll see that when we get up there. Like, I just left the cave area. There's the river right there. Look at that. I know that's kind of weird, guys, but that's a deer foot. I don't know. There might be some sort of predators down here. I thought I saw that on the way down, but you know, I'm just driving by it quick and whatever. Let's get back in the truck before we get eaten by whatever's out here. I guess Sasquatch. Sam Squatch lives in these woods. All right, so we're heading down to the ghost town, I guess. Spring Hollow, St. Deroyne School, scenic overlooks. Check this out. There's a couple things right here. So there's a building up there. I think that's the schoolhouse. And then there was a couple buildings over here. We'll go check these out first. Granny's lye soap used for washing poison ivy and poison oak. So they do things down here throughout the summer, like family events, and they have blacksmiths and they're making soap and they're doing that kind of stuff down here. They've got some old farming equipment. There's a couple other buildings here. Looks like they've got that old log cabin completely locked up. We'll see what this is over here. Candle dipping. So I guess you can make some candles down here. They've basically just got a firebox, some other stuff. It's all locked up. I believe that's a bathroom, outhouse there maybe. And then I think this here is the blacksmith shop. Yes, that would definitely be the blacksmith shop. Yeah, there's a stove, oven, whatever you'd like to call it. This is cool. Looks like a big drill press. Nothing works. It's froze up. Some sort of big propane burner or something. Old school water supply. Probably doesn't work. And then you've got this cabin here, which is locked up. I can't get inside and look at anything. Maybe I can look through these windows here. No. Can you see anything in there? Do I have... See if I can put my flashlight on my phone. It's falling apart a little bit. I don't think that's gonna do much. Can't really see anything in there. Wood roof. Some old traps for trapping. And yeah, you can't get in. Still cool to see. Got an old chimney on the back here. I don't know if I would be lighting any fires in there though. There's a trail that goes off that way. There are a lot of trails in this park. I think the paper said like 20 something odd miles of trails. And one of the cool things about this park here is there's places that you can park your vehicle, and they have tent camping sites out on these trails where you have to hike back in a mile. And there's a campsite that you can stay at. I think there's little shelters that you can maybe stay in, like Adirondack shelters or something along those lines, but it's kind of neat. We're gonna walk up here and check out this schoolhouse, I believe it is. I'm sure it's all locked up, but it's got windows. Maybe we can take a look inside of it. So this is the old town of St. Deroin. I guess this is supposed to be a ghost town. Doesn't really say anything on there, but I believe this is an old schoolhouse. Oh, there's two buildings here. I can only see one. And there's another building up there. That looks like a maintenance shop. Such ambiance. Old brick building. Chimney sticking up there. Yeah, that's the schoolhouse. You can see the desks through the windows here. I'm sure we won't be able to get in. Well, there's your view of that. There's a wood burning stove right in the middle of the room there. Desks on each side, chalkboards. Doesn't say anything. Should I ring the bell? Let's ring the bell. Nothing saying I can't ring the bell. Oh, and I didn't realize how close we were to the river. There's the river right there. I know you guys won't be able to see that on this camera, but I had no idea this was down that close to the river here. Merry-go-round. Some windows. I'll give you another angle of that. And then this other building up here, they've got a sign on the side that says it's a broom maker. And if I remember right, we actually bought one of those one time we were down here. There's a lady in there making, I don't know if they're straw or what, but making brooms. This looks all redone. I don't know what we'll be able to see in here. If there's really anything inside. Ooh, an old cash register right there. Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. Kind of a bummer we can't get in. And there's a broom. If you can see that. Some more equipment. Oh, more brooms on the wall. So at the correct time of year, you can come down here and all this stuff will be opened up. They'll be doing activities. You can buy a broom, you can ring the bell, and enjoy this park. What's this down here? Well, how deep is it? That's what I figured. Just blocked off right there. That's kind of neat though. All right, we're gonna go down here. I believe there is a cemetery down here, so we're gonna go check that out. Another vehicle just drove through here. Let's see if we can find this cemetery. The name of it is the Half-Breed Cemetery. So we'll check this out, see if we can find some history on it. And then there's actually a cemetery in here, also the St. Duroin Cemetery. So I'm gonna hop back in the rig and head out of here. This is a one-way road going out, in and out. It's kind of neat. It was really narrow, and I'm surprised the curbs were so tall. So it's kind of cool experience, but we'll hop back in the rig here and see if we can find that first cemetery. All right, guys, so I drove around a little bit after I left that schoolhouse area, and I came to the realization that that first cemetery must be off on one of these trails, and I don't really know where it's at. So we'll have to save that for another adventure, but I found this cool little walking deck out here that has a really cool overlook of the river. So we were way down there. I know you guys won't be able to see it on camera, but down there's a couple of barges, and that's where we were at. The river runs right through here. Some stuff about the Lewis and Clark expedition, and some boats they used to come up the river on. I guess this is a woodlands restoration project out here. This is a cool spot. Sit down, enjoy the view. Pretty neat. But we'll hop back in the truck and we'll go hit that other cemetery, check that thing out. All right, so we're here at the Cemetery of St. Duroin. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Time and change have erased all other aspects of St. Duroin settlement. However, the St. Duroin and Half-Breed Cemetery still remain as the last true witnesses to the community and its people. Through the years, the elements such as fire and rain have taken a toll on the once legible grave markers, many of which were no more than wooden crosses and slab. Many resemble large rocks more than grave markers. The first burial is reputed to have been Joseph Duroin himself, dated April 1858. A large circle on the southeastern corner of the cemetery is said to be his gravesite. According to legend, Joe was buried astride his horse, while a bridle and saddle sat in the notch of a tree to mark the spot for many years. This follows the belief that braves were to use their horse spirit to ride to heaven. And it gives a list of the actual names of the people that are supposed to be here, so we'll kind of check these out. I mean, it's interesting. call it morbid maybe, but this is in a state park here in Nebraska. It's a ancient cemetery, and as you can see, these are just little grave markers here. I don't know if any of these are going to have dates. Like, there's nothing left of these. (1904 to 1922, 1900 to 1912). Some more tiny little markers in here. There's a larger one. Some of these are kind of being held up by wood. Henry Ludwig, 1873 to 1917. So this is very old. Yeah, this one was broken. Looks like it says died February 20, 1883. Last name was Korn. 1877. It's kind of wild when you think about it, but this is still here. Yeah, like some of these, it gives the age 25 years. But, I mean, he died in 1881. That was kind of an old man at the time, I feel like. Age 21. 1860, died February 11, 1860. 1897, he was 73 years old. That was an old guy. 1878, 1869, age 32. Age 41 years. Age 46 years. 1886, 1872. Oliver Faulkner. Some of these are completely illegible. (66 years), 1871, 1860 something. Another one that's kind of closed off. 1922. It's on the other side. (1876), 36 years old, I think that says. Yeah, it's interesting, guys. It's neat to see that they're at least trying to maintain the stuff here. 13 years old. Man, 58 years old. September 8th, 1890. Gone but not forgotten. Let our Father's will be done. 1914. Some of these are just initialed, basically. Just have initials. woodpeckers. Yeah, I mean, just tiny little markers here. These are kind of different. There's more to it. It looks like a double marker maybe. Though their bodies molder here, their souls are safe in heaven. Western White Bronze-Co, Des Moines, Iowa. It's weird, these are like bolted in. It's hollow inside. It's missing a bolt there. Mother, sisters. 1-year-old sister, 19 days. 43-year-old. Yeah, crazy guys. It's kind of weird. Let's head back to the truck. Alright guys, so that's about it for this one. I'm going to go ahead and close this video out. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, this is Indian Cave State Park in the southeast corner of Nebraska. We really just kind of touched on the tip of things here. There are numerous miles of trails and a lot of things to see. And admittedly, there's more stuff going on here in the summer, but I kind of like to hit these spots that are typically busy like this place is in the off season. As far as I know, like in the summertime, it's kind of hard to get a campsite here unless you're tent camping. But getting one in the RV lot where I stayed last night is a bit difficult for my understanding. So anyways guys, like I said, I hope you enjoyed it, and I guess stay tuned for the next adventure guys. I'll see you in a bit.